Alrighty guys, so what I did, I charged up this one battery. This is the newer one because it's got that black around it. The lithium iron phosphate battery with the new C-Tech lithium charger. And what I just used was the alligator clips, and then this plugs into 120 volt main to charge up. So let's take a look, see how well it did. 13.2 volts, 83% capacity. Now I stopped it there, and I thought that was plenty for the battery for now. One thing I gotta mention about this product, guys, and this guy was recommended to me by Stu, High Tech Guy 18. This base unit here with the lights and everything gets very warm. So it got so warm that I felt unsafe leaving it plugged in if I was away. So I just unplugged it, disconnected the alligator clips, and then when I was back home, I plugged it back in just to make sure. Now it did take a long time to charge this guy back up, but he was basically just sitting at 12 volts. So it did take a long time because this is a 100 amp hour battery. And the problem I'm running into now, I'm just going to slide this guy out of the way. Here's my original lithium iron phosphate battery. Notice this. I can't get this thing to come on, the display. And when I do connect the lithium charger, it doesn't do anything. Now, in the manual it says if you hold down the reset for 10 seconds, it'll flash this. It does, but it flashes it so quick that it doesn't do anything, basically, okay? So, now, what I can do and show you right on camera is the issue I'm running into with this guy. So, we'll hook up my little jump pack, which has come in serious handy. It's made for boosting your car battery if you're in a pinch. F4 shows up, and then in the bottom corner, guys, bottom right hand corner, you see a little F there, and that's what currently is in the battery. But the problem is I can't hook this up unless these guys are on here. Because watch this, I'll disconnect the negative, instantly goes dead. It says there's a charge in here, but why is the display not coming on? Right? And when I hook this up with the display not showing up, this went into standby mode and didn't know what to do because it wasn't able to put a charge in. So until I do this, it says F4. If you guys can look that up, I got the manual from Alan, and it says something about some kind of series connection and all that. But I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to cope with this because, you know, it's just one of these things. Now, what I can do, I think I have to reprogram this display via the manual. So I'm gonna have to bring the manual over, figure out how to reset this to factory, because there's something going on that's wacko, and that could be another issue we had over at the off-grid tiny house. So we'll see. Yeah? There's that. Now if I plug this in, let's see if that works, guys. This one's going up pretty quick, actually. Interestingly enough. The other one didn't do that. It only got to here. So I wonder what the hell. We'll see, we'll watch it and see how far it gets. But I'm going to set this up here because this thing gets super hot. I got the display shut off, so hopefully it'll charge this battery up, top it off, and then hopefully all that will be solved. Okay guys, so with this battery, you guys know I showed you those lights. Well, the lights went all the way to the front here and stopped, and then it reset to normal for charging, and it's been charging, so it's up to 12.5 volts at 57% capacity already, and hopefully this fixed it. So what I did was I changed the display function. It was on off, so I turned it to on for 10 seconds, and hopefully that solves that issue. We'll find out in the future once this is totally tuned in, but it was probably like a programming error on this device here, so we'll see. Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. So, done with the C-Tech charger for now, and I also figured out what was going on with this display on my original Lithium, and it was the programming on the display. So actually, if I click this, look, it comes on, everything's good, 13 volts, 77% capacity. I could put some more charge into this, no problem, but for now it gave it a good little top off. Oops, I forgot to pull these clamps out. There we go. And then I'll show you the newer battery, and it's at 13.2 volts, 83% capacity, 20 degrees Celsius. So these guys are pretty much topped off and ready to rip. I'm just waiting on the solar panels. I got a tracking number and they have shipped, and basically until then I'm not even going to bring these back to the tiny house until I get my hands on the solar, and then I'll bring both back, wire them in. I'm going to have to take a whole day to mount the solar panels properly to the roof, get silicone and the whole 9 yards, whatever hardware we're going to use, and go from there. It's going to be a combination of silicone, L brackets, and screws, and that should pretty much do it. But so this little C-Tech charger works good when I don't drop it. And so thanks, Stu, for that. High Tech Guy 18 recommends that. Now, the only issue that I found with this guy, guys, is this whole thing, what I have in between my hands, gets awfully warm after an hour or so. So I'm not entirely sure how safe that is, leaving it unattended for long periods of time. So, but if you're there, then no problems. But like I said, when I was in and out going to work and stuff, I unplugged it and made sure everything was disconnected just in case. But like I said, problem solved with this guy. No more jumping this thing with the jump starter kit, the little jump kit. Don't have to do that now. I went into the programs and it was I had to turn it from off to on for 10 seconds, the display, because if you leave it on off, you manually have to jump start the battery in order to get back into the display programs, which is completely lame and not good. So that's solved. I'm not going into any more programs. I'm leaving it as is. Alright, thanks a lot.